Okay, we're going. I think we're live, mate.
No way.
We are.
Where are we?
Who knows?
We're in Winger Subaru in Green Lane.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, Winger.
No one's
Love
there
our
yet.
cars.
So we'll just wait for a little bit. Oh, yeah, there's one person. G'day, everyone. So, yes, we're at Winger Subaru. Behind us is a very fancy blue car called a Forester.
I like it.
Yeah. So lots of shiny cars in here this morning.
I've got a new green one.
And we just got two new car each.
Yeah.
Isn't that good,
yeah,
mate?
Yeah, very happy with it.
So happy. Thanks, Winger. Bit of a story to start off today. So, g'day Scott, g'day everyone. So talking to Mark last night on the messenger. You know, he usually takes about half an hour to reply. I said, I said, mate, we should go fishing up north. He said, I've got too much to do. I said, okay, I'm going to take someone else. You see, when
You're such a bitch.
And then I spoke to him on the phone. It was like the end of the world had happened, mate.
Yeah.
So I said, why don't you move an appointment round? And he's done that. And the good news is, now we are going up to the far north fishing, mate.
As long as you can sort your car out.
As long as I can sort my car out.
Because he got a few dings in his windscreen.
Shh. No, I've got a new one now.
Well,
Jeez, you're getting old, mate.
No,
so
what happened
old.
to the penal beaters?
Oh, yeah, we're going to sort that out. That'll be fine. And we've got our special light on today, which makes us look younger. Is that working on you, Mark?
No, I was just saying I think I might be past it. So I'm still looking old.
Yeah, so guys, we're going to document all our stuff going up north. We're going to go up this afternoon. We're going to fish it at Hohora. Hope we get up to North Cape. We're going to go live as much as we can and show you the good action that's happening up there. We're going to target snapper. We're going to target kingfish on stick baits.
Awesome.
And I've heard a few rumours there might be some yellowfin in close, mate. So, you know, we might even spend a bit of time searching for those out a little bit deeper.
Should have told me. I haven't got much gear for it.
Mate, you say that and you bring about 18 rods.
No, I haven't. I guess just some
Well, you
lures.
just need a stick bait. See, he's getting all panicky already, mate.
Yeah, I am, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no. Not enough fishing rods. Yeah, and Chris O'Neill from Top Catch is coming too, so that's
Awesome.
cool.
Yeah.
So that'll be all. We're going to have heaps of fun. Go and start Pukanui. Maybe catch up with William, 123. And,
legend, mate. He's a legend.
Yeah, have some fun. G'day, Andy. William's available. Sweet, mate. I thought he might be. That's good, Andy. Nice to see you tuning in and watching us. Thanks very much.
He's carrying on the good work, isn't he, old William 123?
William 123 is awesome, mate.
Yeah, William the Fish 123.
William the Fish. Yeah, so we're coming up to see you, William.
Just a young fella, but really driven and got some real skills to him, so good on him.
Oh, yeah, Mark versus Willie Fish-off. Yeah. Let's see how we go, because we've got 3 people coming.
Yeah, I'd say it's been interesting. Ever since that Kingy trip, I've actually been quite crappy at fishing. You
are, mate. Well, you're not that good at it.
I used up all my luck.
Yep.
Although last night
100% agree.
I stayed awake for hours and I went, I've actually changed my action of my rod. I'm actually working my lure too fast these days.
Yeah.
I'm doing it too big and too fast.
Yep.
And so I'm
very good.
going to slow it down because I've just got
Hey, Mike.
used
Hey, Chris.
to whipping that lure around, and I just think I've got too fast. So because I remember being really surprised looking at some video going, man, I really
That's all right, Eric.
that lure hard.
Yeah, no, you've certainly changed your technique.
And
it's actually getting worse and worse.
I peaked and then I just went down.
You're on a downhill slide, so I'm quite confident of beating
fixed.
you every fishing trip at the moment.
Was it? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you think so?
Yeah,
yeah?
I think.
Are you sure?
I think. Well, you just admitted it, mate.
Our last few trips have been so rubbish.
Well, I've caught a few.
Oh, have you?
Yours is you mean you're rubbish, and I catch a few. Lucky I get some fish fingers, mate.
Yeah.
Jeez. I want to take someone else soon.
What's happening? Yeah,
so what's happening around the traps? I haven't been doing much snapper fishing, to be honest with you. I've been chasing those elusive yellowfin. Yeah, it was good. It's okay now. Mark and I went out the other day and we saw a marlin, saw a couple of yellowfin, but didn't catch them, you know. I think there's a lot of bait around out there still. I think you have to be there in the bite times.
Because we did leave very late. I think it was like 9:30 before we even thought about going
that's
out.
Okay.
And I think we trolled for about 2.5 hours before Paul had enough. So you know there were certain hurdles to jump over.
Yeah.
And we did see what I'm pretty sure were smallish yellowfin of around about say 10 to 20 kilos. They were thrashing up the water, so they're out there. You just have to persist.
Yeah.
And I'm sure anyone who does actually put more than 2.5 hours of time into trolling may do better.
Oh, so it's blaming me now. That's what he does.
And keep in mind that we have our own Ajobu game rigs exactly
They are
for
bloody
those,
good
for those
hooks, man.
size lures. You know, they're like
8 burrows.
8
good
burrow,
for the
9 burrow,
yellowfin.
10 burrows.
Yep, yep.
Is it, I think?
Yeah, well, the 8 bar is really good for the yellowfin because you know these strong hooks you can hang on to that leader with the yellowfin.
But,
you know you don't, and they won't get off. So
but it's all about the suiting the size of the lure. So smallish lures, and you'll be sweet with that 8 burrow.
Yeah, use bubble gum. Have you got any lures, mate? Because I haven't got many to take up north. I can use all yours, eh?
No, I've actually bought just some for me. But you could make some when you get up there.
Make some soft baits.
I think that's going to be your whole assignment will be finding material that's there and making it into lures that you can use while I use my own because I've gone to a lot of trouble to make sure that I'm well prepared.
So that's how you might plan to even up the score, mate. Even up that you might be able to beat me at fishing one day.
No, I think it's
been a long time now.
It's just to give you an excuse for when you really fail badly.
But I'm not going to wind you up too much because we know what happens. Remember,
that's right.
When the last time we wound him up too much, he spat the dummy and told me off for winding him up, and then he started winding me up. So can't go. Won't go too hard on you, mate.
I just might not be able to handle it, and I might just freak out, something like that.
Could do, and hopefully you're alive when that happens.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
So what have you been doing, mate? So I've been pretty much tuna fishing. Really enjoying the albacore actually.
Just
catching
as well,
those.
that's all you can catch.
But I do like catching them. People go, oh yeah, they're just bait fish, but they're pretty tasty bait fish, man.
Soy sauce, garlic, ginger brown sugar marinade.
Yeah,
Stick it on the
really
grill or
nice.
fry pan and the barbie, and you've got a spectacular eating fish.
So target them.
Target them. The sea, mate.
Yeah,
you can also bake them whole and put stuff in them just like a chicken.
Oh really?
Yep, that's the one. So yeah, I've been fishing for snapper and kingfish, and to be fair, I found the snapper to be a bit more challenging than usual.
Pretty normal this time of year.
Partly because, as I say, I reckon I've changed my technique, and it's just gone a bit too extreme. So I'm going to tone it back and see how that goes. I'm pretty confident that it'll be good. But the interesting things have been just the overall change, or the they seem to be liking the brighter colours. We're finding.
Is that because it's sunny, mate?
I don't know what it is, but it's every time we do pretty well, it's on something like the new penny, or sorry, not new penny, that sexy penny, on the Laguna shrimp. And although this doesn't look like it fits in the mould, this also has a very high UV content, and it actually really shows up super well in the as far as UV is concerned. And also, of course, the Atomic Sunrise. So really bright colours.
That's what I'm going to use up north.
Atomic Sunrise. And because of that, like I've been pretty down on this colour. Like the electric chicken to me has always been a bit of a joke. But I noticed that it was hanging out of the face of the biggest snapper I've ever caught in my life. And I actually really like this, but for whatever reason, it just looks better in the 7-inch. Like I just like that colour. So and when it gets to this size, so I reckon this could be my secret weapon on this trip, because we've got that sort of.
You need some kind of secret weapon, mate.
We've got. I'm just going to ignore you. We've got the pink of the Laguna, and we've got the sort of that chartreuse of the sexy penny, and that just could be the one, you know. So I'm looking at that, and I'm also picking that the old nuke chicken could easily be another really good option up there because of that bright colour. So at the moment, I really recommend that you use.
What about Fusilier, mate?
Like,
Have you got any of those for me to use? Have you got any of those?
No, I'd say you've got to make your own. Like you could, I'm thinking that maybe you could make it out of flax.
Have you seen what Andre's been doing with his soft baits? He gets a motor oil one, and he gets like a pink one, a Z-Man's, mixes them together in the bag, and they change colours, mate. He's making all his own kind of unique coloured
like
lures.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, certainly.
Fusilier, don't want to go without those.
Because there's so much bait fish around at the moment, it's definitely worth using a lighter jig head than usual. So just having that lure taking longer on the descent down, because there's a lot of fish up in the water column, and like snapper, kingfish, kahawai.
There's a comment for you.
Yes.
Can you read it?
No, I can't, because I've taken my glasses down.
It's from Daniel Dijon.
Yes,
says,
and he's a troublemaker.
Says, Mark talks better out of his ass than anyone I know.
Well, maybe I should turn around.
That's just wrong, mate. That's just wrong.
And bend over. I don't know.
Yeah. Scott, now, mate, I'm with Scott on this one. I'm really with Scott. I get big fish, bloody tuna and fusilier. Mate, that is an awesome combo, mate. I think, I totally agree. That is a very good combo, Scott. So good on you for discovering that one, mate. And if there's anything you guys want to know, I'm just kind of scratching my head at the moment about content, what you guys want. We do the fishing reports, YouTube channels full of how-tos. So if there's anything you guys want that we're not doing at the moment and you're missing it, please let us know, because it really helps us decide what to do next. I know that we need to do some challenges. Mark versus Paul, maybe Mark versus someone else.
While I'm vulnerable, you should.
While they're vulnerable, so we're not going to do secret sauce eating anymore because I felt sick last time I did it, and I don't want to do that anymore.
Maybe a bit less like blather, more hard info.
Yeah, like have we given any fishing info today? We're not talking about anything at all, really. So maybe it's getting boring.
Well, the other thing is. We can do a little bit more hard info, but yeah, you're right. Let's go and hear from you guys. You tell us what you want to go and what you want us to concentrate on. But I've also still been doing a lot of kingfish fishing, and I have to admit that I'm sticking to the lures that have done well for me, because why wouldn't you if it's doing well?
What's that then?
Our Marias are just fantastic lures. They're a little more expensive than your bog standard because they're better. They're based on a Carpenter design in the Maria Rapidos, which is like hundreds of dollars. And our ones, of course, are around about the $80. So you get a really good lure made of high impact plastic that I haven't managed to break one yet. And me and my friend Josh Darby have been out there catching kingies up to 29 kilos is the biggest that Josh has caught. She was his friend on the Rapido 230. And I've been using those plus the duck dives, because the duck dives do a lot of push up a lot of disturbance. They're a real noisy lure. This is the lure here, and I've been finding that lure there, whether it's this colour, which I really like because it's got that hard silhouette, shows up really well up on the surface, and it also pushes a lot of water to say, here I am, come and get me. And we're just going to navigation devices. We're going to wharves, like unused wharves that we can actually cast.
Unused wharves?
Yeah, like wharves that don't have lots of boats on them and that sort of thing. So that
where's one of those, mate?
Well, I'm not telling you. It's up to you guys to find them.
Oh, that's not very nice.
And
we're supposed to be sharing information, mate.
Posts, poles, like structure natural structure that interrupts the flow of tidal of the tide.
Well, that's not a natural structure.
I'm saying also.
Oh.
Okay, listen. Now, anything that is in the way of tidal flow tends to be a worthwhile thing to cast at. And of course, if you've got a school of surface feeding fish such as trevally or carwai or mackerel, it's always pays to go and cast to either side of them. Try not to get up too close to them and make them dive down. So the further back you can be from these places, the better. These, as I say, like they tend to like a bit of a good firm sweep with the rod to really kick up that water. And I've just been amazed at everything from about 7 kilos to 30 kilos are eating these, whether you cast and retrieve them, whether you troll them. And this is my little favourite in the Marias.
What size is that one? 190?
It's a 190. It's had a bit of a hammering. It's caught some really nice fish. This one here is in between like a flying fish and a mullet. So that's why I like that one.
Flying fish and a mullet?
Yeah.
How did you figure that out?
Because it's got the flying fish wings down there, but it's got the back and the size and the scales that look like a mullet. So as far as I'm concerned, that there has got to be the best combo I've ever seen. But this sucker here, the 230, you've got heaps of flash, and it's all with these two suckers here. It's all about the speed and the length of your sweeps. When you actually work them, you keep your rod tip down so that you actually allow them to go and duck down properly, and have a decent length of flash and wobble before they bob back up. And at that point, that pause is really important before you work forward another one. So speed, length of sweep, and then allowing that pause are the key things to working these lures properly. And you'll be amazed at just how big a fish will come up to eat these. And sometimes, they're not that big. So they catch pretty much everything that's out there.
Oh, that's good. Just so you know as well, we've been out of stock for sliders for a bit, but sliders arrived last Friday, so you should see more sliders in stock at your favourite retailers in the next few days. We've also got our rods back in stock. They sold out, so we've got a shipment of rods, benders and stuff. Yep, benders for sure, and I think microwave V2s as well. So
Still the best rod out there, mate.
If you want a rod, you know, some of our products don't last that long, unfortunately.
What you mean on the shelves?
Yeah.
Right, I was just thinking.
You're on the shelves. Yeah. So if you want one of those rods, and if you're ever struggling to find what you need, always message us. We can help you out. There's me and Mark there sitting. Mark sits in his car all day answering messages.
Nothing better to do than wait.
So that's what he does. So if you want to message us, you know, Mark or I will reply to you and let you know where to go and find this stuff if you can't find it.
That's right. Because so often we get people from all over the country saying, "Hey, you know, where are they?" And it is actually at their local or one that's not too far away, so we can sort it out.
Yeah. So I don't think we're going to talk too long today because we're going to get ready. We're going to go up north, but we will be going live a lot from like this afternoon onwards, heading up north, doing some cool fishing, targeting big snappers. The goal on this trip is a 30-pound snapper.
Oh, not again.
Yep, that's the goal, mate.
Okay.
And so, you know, you can watch us have a crack at doing that over the next couple of days. And we're going to sign off now.
Oh, no, well, why don't you just go and get, even though we're leaving everyone and say goodbye to them, can we give them a couple of spots to try at the moment? Like, have you got any ideas of where people can go and fish right now? Because we've got some really nice days coming up.
I don't like giving intel unless I know it's real and it's really good.
Oh, because you've been going too far.
I've got some intel that came in yesterday from Magic Mike, thanks bro, that I will decipher and send out in the next day or so. But I want to make sure my information is really accurate and up to date. And I'd imagine after today I'll get some more intel. So I'm just holding off on the intel a bit, guys, because I haven't got enough to share and I want to make sure it's good.
Well, I have heard some reports recently of good workups off Coromandel Peninsula.
Yep.
And so it's worth going and having a look up there. Like, very rarely at this time of the year with that water so warm do we get good gannet workups, but they really are happening. So snapper kingies, maybe even yellowfin, who knows.
Yeah.
So worth having a look out there. And even just in closer, there's still good anchovy schools and whitebait schools. So anytime you see good congregations of black and white birds fluttering around feeding, always worth checking them out because they might be kahawai, but very often there's often kingfish with them as well, mackerel, snapper, so definitely worth a look.
All right, so we're going to go now. So we will catch up with you probably later. We might do something tonight, might go live tonight or something, because you know, it's always a bit of a worry having to share a motel room with you. So I might need some moral support.
I'm going to make sure I have 2 pairs of underpants on.
All right, so you might see a bit of a few shenanigans tonight when we're in our motel room. So we might catch you a bit later. All right, see you later, guys.
Ocean Anchor signing out.